Okay. All right. All right. All right. Hello, everyone. How are you? My name is Angus Thorne. And we're here tonight because I've had a couple of things of bad luck this week, but we're going to press on. That's what comedy is about. It's making fun of the unfortunate. We're here. Or the fortunate. Or is it, am I fortunate that there's unfortunate things happening that I get to make? I don't know. Anyway, we'll figure out how I look at things in a little bit. But first off, I want to thank Patreon because they have restored my account. Thank you for paying attention to my first post and that I am a real person. And thank you for taking care of that. So Patreon is up at Angus Thorne Comedy on patreon.com. And your support helps because this is what I do, and it's tough out there for everybody. So I do get it, but I appreciate your support, whether it's a follow, a subscribe, or just being here to see the show. So thank you. So, today, as I was getting ready for this, I was thinking to myself, I saw a commercial with David Spade in it now. He's doing something for, I think it was an outdoor clothing company, I think. And I was thinking, man, that dude worked with Farley. Do I even have a chance? No, it's all what you do. I mean, he can do whatever he wants. He got to work with a legend. He is a legend himself, and one of the reasons that I studied comedy, and it's fantastic. So recently, I had to call the customer service, which I worked in for a number of years, so I understand exactly what it is. But what I find funny is that the ways that other people feel validated on a phone call don't work for everybody, right? Like you're sitting there, you're listening to the nice hold music because you know you're going to be on hold anyway. Just brace yourself. Like, why go into it angry? Why? There's going to be plenty of time to yell at the person on the other side. Believe me. Don't go in angry. But no, I was listening to the calm music and I was like, yeah, this isn't terrible. But then they keep interrupting with your call is very important to us. Please stay on the line and you will be reached in the order in which you were queued. And after you hear that like 10, 15 times, you stop believing it, It just gets you right here. Like you're just not sure if that's true anymore. But the worst part about this particular call, I was like, oh, you know what? I mean, I'm a comedian. I don't go to work till like 7 at night anyway. So I had time to wait. So I wasn't that concerned. But after 15 minutes, this voice comes on and it says, "Excuse me. We apologize, but there's a problem with routing your call at this time. Please try again at another time. Thank you." What? Like, couldn't you just give me a number to call back? I didn't call back yet. I mean, I got time, but not that kind of time. That's ridiculous. Now, another thing that's crazy to me is politics. And the sad part about it, I'm not going to lie. I mean, I thought by my age, I'm in my 40s, I thought that some of it would have made sense. Like, some of it. But I'm going to be realistic. None of it makes sense. None of it. We all fight over who's the most qualified person to run this country. All right, let's talk about those people. Okay, and I'm just gonna do this. This is with respect. This is not an ad hominem kind of thing. This is just people because any job is just a job. Okay, that's the problem, is we give too much importance to jobs. Like, jobs are our personality, you know? But we hate our jobs. So what does that say about us? That's the okay. But anyway, so let's look at it on a base level. Since I've been alive, presidents have been an actor, an old Bush, a saxophone player, a younger Bush, a black guy, the annoying orange, an escaped geriatric, the annoying orange a second time, and his like sidekick, Muskie or Muskie, yeah, that guy. That, like, what do you want? Like, I don't know how any of us are supposed to process that, let alone like worry about it. Like, I'm just trying to keep my own sanity, and I think we all should. Like, I don't care about when people say facts don't care about your feelings. Like, that's true. It's not telling you don't be who you are. It's just don't be annoying about it. Like, I mean, that's fair, And stop saying white privilege. Like, we get it. We can't tell jokes anymore. We're trying. Now, and it's one of those things that when you look at it, we're fighting now over this whole Tesla issue. And like I said, I don't get politics. This, like, the absurdity of it all is what gets me. Because we're complaining about Teslas, but then I was going to come up with a joke and think I was clever. But of course, now that social media exists, you got to work fast. And maybe I'm just not that fast. But Elon Musk tweeted out, would you take a free Tesla camper van? And honestly, like, if you say no, why would you say no? It's a free camper van. I can't afford a camper van. Like, if someone said, there's a Tesla Cybertruck for $1, like $1, and then like $1 done, then all I have to do is gas and insurance like regular car, $1 done. All right, I'm taking the Cybertruck. Like, if it fucking breaks, like, I don't have to fix it at that point. It's just, but it was $1. Like, I got to play with that. I don't know. They look cool. I don't care what you say. They're awesome looking. Never gonna have one, but they look awesome. But then the other thing, we got RFK running the Department of Public Health. And I mean, the only thing they did right was they told us that we shouldn't have trans fats in our food. I mean, look what happened. Look what happened. That's out of control. Like, let's talk about the alphabet song. The alphabet song. They changed the alphabet song because Elemental P was confusing the kids. Okay. Sorry, gotta catch my breath. We're in 2025. Okay? We have the information, the superhighway, they used to call it, at our fingertips. And we're worried about confusing people thinking that Elemental P is a word? When has anyone ever used Elemental P in a sentence? Excuse me, Angus, could you please spell the word hello? Yes, I will do that. H-E element elemento O-P E. No! Why? No. We all understand that it's L-M-N-O-P. That's what made it fun. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P. Faster. L, M, N, P. That's what made it fun. Why would you take that away from people's childhoods? and replace it with whatever that rhythmic abomination is that's supposed to change the way people, so they don't think that elemental P is a word? What? Where are you getting your teaching degrees from? Like, is DeVry even spelled right on your diploma? You were born in the time when you sang elemental P and you graduated college. It didn't confuse anyone. And if it did, nobody talked about it. It was real quiet in the corner of the room, like, now, Angus, elemental P is not a word. Stop doing that. We don't know how to help you. People were terrified when people wouldn't do that. Now it's like, I don't understand that elemental P is a lot of different letters. That's okay. You're going to Harvard one day. The fuck you say? All right. You know, the only thing though, I hope that the wheels on the bus still fucking work. Because if they don't go round and round and they fuck through that shit, like, that's weird. You know, when everybody complains about the government, they're like, we're living in a dictatorship. What's your comparison? Have you ever lived in a dictatorship? Like, I don't think it's anywhere near as this forgiving. This may be crazy. It may be crazy. But it still works. I mean, thanks to our troops for defending our freedoms in all our branches, in all wars, past, present, and future. Thank you all for your service, because it's because of you brave souls, men and women, that I can stand up here and be an idiot into a microphone. So thank you. The times may be weird right now, man, but enjoy the absurdity of it all. Enjoy the absurdity of it all. Like, let's go back even 20 years. Technology was nothing like it is now. You know, the jokes used to be made that, like, oh, I'll figure out a fax machine one day. Now, you know, we figured out how to make no use for landlines. We can make a phone really small, then decide we don't like it small, so we can make it bigger, then we can make it small again, then we can fold the fucker in half. We can do all of those things. But we fuck so many things up in life, man. The internet is like such a great tool, but it is so disorganized. Like, it is so disorganized. It's like opening your junk drawer in the kitchen. Like trying to find anything on there. And there's so many thoughts on that. But if you think about it, it is absurd. Because you don't know, like, we lie for views. And it's so confusing. Like, I had to laugh the other day. I saw a coconut crab video, and of course the headline was like, "Don't touch this." And I'm like, all right, here we go. So I open up the video, and I'm watching it. It is a full 60 seconds of that fucker being touched every which way but south. Nobody died. Like, why do we do that to each other? It's just like, it's an entirety of April Fools. You know, there's some of us that are trying to use this new form of media to make things work. But I mean, we're being overshadowed by people shoving pudding on their face and singing putty putty and falling down the stairs. Like, I don't plan on doing that yet. No, it is. The internet is so disorganized. Like, you get onto any platform and you just look at it and go, what is this? What has happened? And like, we complain about an algorithm. We used to laugh about America's Funniest Home Videos because people would record it and then it was hilarious and people won money and then we started to like think, oh, this is getting boring because how many takes did it take to get grandma falling out of the garbage can down the hill into the neighbor's yard and getting her leg run over with the lawnmower? Like, you know, you could tell it took more than one take because she was missing parts of her leg the first time. You know, when we started catching on to those small details, you know, that's when it stopped being funny. Somebody the other day, an older member of my family, asked me to replace a printer. And I said, sure, I could do that for you. And I said, what kind of printer would you like? And, you know, so I gave the options. I got the answer that they were looking for. I said, okay. And I said, now, do you want, you know, and I said, okay, I'll get that. And this person says to me, now don't get anything wireless. I don't want anything wireless now. And I'm like, okay, all right, I won't get you a wireless printer. Don't worry. You know, like you just have to sort of ignore. Service has made the world incredibly lazy. Like, I'd like to close this account, please. Okay, you know you can do that online in about 2 minutes. Yeah, well, I'd like you to do that. Okay, it's going to take me about 15 minutes. That's just fine. Like, I don't know about you, but I value my time. That's why I'm a comedian. I did the business route. Like that didn't work for me. I didn't realize that didn't work for me. Like I guess I'm not real smart. You know, that's why I do this. The truth of the matter is the world's a crazy place. And I don't think anything drastic is going to happen in the near future. So we should just all like embrace who we are, enjoy what we got, stop arguing with one another, and laugh it off. Thanks, everybody. You've been great. My name's Angus Thorne. Have a great night.